So each of you, in your own way, represents the highest level of not just marketing and BD, but firm leadership and management. What's the one process or tool, technique, topic that you've been involved with that you've used to advance your own participation in those topics in the firm?
So what's been most effective for me in my professional growth is it's two things. One is having a champion who believes in my skill set as much as I believe in my skill set and putting me forward for projects that I might otherwise not have been considered for. The other thing is having the support of those champions around me to encourage me to take on and develop projects that are out of the norm for what our business does. As a general contractor, it doesn't seem like having a set research agenda makes sense, but that's exactly what I've done. I've developed a research agenda around engagement that we are now going to be using in future design build pursuits. And we did that because it was a great use of my PhD, and I had encouragement from my district manager and vice presidents to do so.
Something I think that's really common across our profession in marketing and business development especially is curiosity. And for me, that was something that absolutely propelled me via a shared love for problem solving to become really curious about the different operational sides of the business, the way that they functioned, and what some of the efficiencies and inefficiencies, some of the larger trends shaping the industry are. I work at a firm that really allowed me to dig deep in there and form stakeholder groups that led diverse perspectives into how we would problem solve, which then also allowed us to get a lot of buy-in and alignment towards putting out some top-notch solutions to our various business problems, and has really driven a lot of success. And I think that's what I'm always looking for, is the answer to, are we doing this the best way that we can? Could we do better? Who should be involved in figuring that out? That's really been instrumental in my success.
Hi, my name is Sarah Bell. I'm a principal at Hacker Architects. I know this seems a little bit like a ransom note video. I'm going to talk a little bit about why I think that I have been successful in my job and why I've gotten to the point of being a principal and a marketing professional that is a principal, starting out as a marketing coordinator 17, 18 years ago. I think the first thing that led me to success was actually pretty straightforward. I worked really hard. I cared about the company I worked for. I cared about the people. I cared about the work we were doing. And whenever I got frustrated with certain principles or certain deadlines or all the stuff that comes with this job, I remember to kind of take a deep breath and be reminded that everyone in the company is working as hard as they can for the company to be successful, and that it doesn't feel like that in marketing all the time because you're constantly met with resistance, and everyone on their jobs, their project managing jobs, their designing jobs, their constructing jobs, they're the engineer for a job, they're dealing with everything you're dealing with, just in a different way. I think the other thing that has been really significant in my career has been just trying to be a problem solver. And so I find that it's easy in marketing to be on the defense all the time because things are coming at you and there's too much and there's so many layers, and now it's constantly bigger than it needs to be. Why aren't we Instagramming more? Why aren't we on Facebook more? Why aren't we getting published more? Why aren't we, and so I've approached most of those conversations with, well, what are your expectations here, and what is the point of this, and what are we trying to gain here? So I think taking a very strategic look at problem solving as opposed to a reactionary, I'm feeling overwhelmed and I'm being asked to do too much, which you are, and you're being asked to do too much with not enough pay. I think the approach that I always took was, what are we actually trying to solve here? What's the problem? What's the solution? And that has served me well in my career.